You see the screen? You see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Alright, vibes. Let me do this thing. So as I say, TXT repeats questions quite often. You will see questions they did before. So if you didn't already, go and get your book. Head up May 2017, paper 1. Take a record the answers and have it to study. All right. Well, let me know. Is there anybody that's not ready? Or is everybody ready? Alana, you see the screen now? Alana, you see the screen? All right, nice. All right. Very good, true. Number 1. Which of the following types of business environments is most likely, most typical of the Commonwealth Caribbean? We live in the Commonwealth Caribbean. What you think the answer is?
So B.
B, a mixed economy. Right here in Trinidad, we have private companies and we have public companies because we live in a mixed economic system. Number 2, labor is best defined as the what you think? A, B, C, or D? Mm-hmm. Ready to try to answer? Like I might tell the full names, boy. Clear. What do you think the answer is? A, B, C, or D?
A.
Boom. A. Physical and mental capabilities used to perform tasks. Very good. That question has come pretty often. Number 3, a major function of the public sector. Remember, the public sector is the part of the economy that is controlled by the government, right? So think about the objectives of the government. The major function of the public sector is to think about the objectives of the government. Thieving money is not one of the answers. I'm joking. A, B, C, or D? Do you think the government wants to or should be trying to make a profit? Probably not, right? What about serve the entire population? You think the government should be trying to serve the entire population?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's probably a major function of the public sector. So the answer for number 3 would be B. It can't be C because the government doesn't have any shareholders and inspiring competition is not really a function of the government. Let's look at number 4. The term division of labor, one of the first things we would have learned in Form 4, Term 1, can be defined as the A, B, C, or D.
C.
Separation of tasks is completely done. So we make a mango chow. One person peeling the mangoes, next person cutting them up, next person seasoning them, and I will be the last man eating. Number 5. Private enterprise is run mainly to, what's the main reason we open businesses? To do what?
A. Create a profit.
Create a profit, right?
To create a profit.
Right. And never hear a man sit down and say, you know what, my dream is to open a business so I could provide more jobs. You might have a few people, you know, kind-hearted and stuff, but most people, they want to make profit. Number 6 and 7 refer to the following diagram relating to the structure of an organization. This comes fairly often as well, right? Number 6, the purchasing supervisor reports directly to look where the purchasing supervisor is.
Finance manager.
The finance manager, right? You see any lines directing them, right? All right. Number 7, which of the following positions would be best suited as X? So X is the person above CEO.
So B.
Which one?
B. Board of Directors.
The directors. Anybody else have any other ideas? Let me hear the answers. So if I was to put the chief advisor, the board of directors, and the managing director in order, who you all think would be in front?
Chief advisor.
The chief advisor. All right. So remember, line and staff organizational structure. There's somebody that's supervised, that's at giving support and stuff like that. See this box here? There's the chief advisor going. So where do you think? So there's one box for the managing director and one box for the board of. Just a second. Not sure what happened there. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So where you think the board of directors and the managing director would be?
So I think the managing director would be over HR supervisor.
All right. So the HR supervisor with HR manager, but with the right here. You see in this? You see in my mouse? The HR manager
Yes, sir.
and the HR supervisor reporting directly to the HR manager. So we have 2 more boxes to fill. All right. So the CEO, right, is basically elected as the president, right? And they would be the head of the board of directors. So the board of directors would be here reporting to the CEO. All right. If there is a managing director, that managing director would be above the CEO on top where X is, right? Sorry for scrolling. My bad. So the answer is the managing director, right? So HR will be here with the HR supervisor reporting directly to them. The chief advisor will be giving advice to the CEO here in the supporting role. And above here, I'd say will be the board of directors with the different managers reporting to them and the CEO reporting to the managing director. Number 8. Number 8 refers to the following information. Mr. Lloyd, manager of LM Limited, Creative One, holds regular staff meetings to listen to ideas from employees before making decisions that would affect the future of the company. What leadership style does Mr. Lloyd employ?
Democratic.
Very good. You're listening to the subordinates' opinions before making decisions. Autocratic is when you make decisions without consultation. Charismatic, you use your charisma and your personality to influence them. And laissez-faire, you let them make their own decisions. Number 9, Management Information Systems, or MIS, is defined as A, the use of computer technology to gather information to use in making decision-making with organizations. B, technological benefits gained by an organization for being part of a well-organized industry. C, use of various factors within a business to reduce costs and increase profits. Or D, management process responsible for identifying and anticipating and satisfying consumer requirements at a profit. This should be easy. Which one sounds like it? Take a guess. If you had to guess, A, B, C, or D, A, right? Correct. The use of computer technology to gather information to the use of decision making within the organization. Number 10, which of the following organization is least likely to use a management information system? The smaller the organization, the less likely they are to use a management information system. So what would be the answer?
So B.
B, the shoe shine shop. Most likely they're not going to use a management information system, right? Number 11. Under which of the following categories would subsidized meals for employees fall? A, fringe benefits. B, duty allowance. C, wages and salaries. Or D, workmen's compensation. This question comes fairly often as well. Anybody has any idea?
Fringe benefits.
Fringe benefits. Correct. Clear, but I got A for POB, yeah? I mean, A are 1 for CX, yeah? Or else you'll fight. Just throwing that out there. Number 12. Which of the following is not an example of collateral? Something you cannot use as collateral. You all know what collateral is?
Yes, sir.
What's collateral?
In case they break the contract, you have something,
Alright, so
I think.
alright, you're using something as security. So if they break the contract, you keep whatever they is using as security. Alright, so which things they can use as collateral and which ones you can't. So in order to know, you have to know what each of those things are. Stock and property should be pretty easy. But what is a bond and what is a money order? Any idea?
Repeat your question.
What's a bond and what's a money order? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Saying $10 for everybody. Anybody could tell me what a bond is? $50. All right. So Homework, find out what a bond is, right? The answer is D, a money order. A money order. A money order is a form of payment. You can't use a method of payment as a collateral, right? Stocks, bonds, and property can be used as collateral. I want you for homework to tell me what a bond is. All right? And how it differs from stock. Number 13, which of the following individuals benefit from having limited liability status? A, B, C, or D, franchisees, shareholders, ordinary partners, or debenture holders? Which companies have limited liability? Which business organizations? Do sole traders have limited liability? No, right?
No, sir.
How about partnerships? No, right? Normal partners don't. What about limited liability companies?
Yes, sir.
Any name? And who owns limited liability companies? What do we call them? Can you remember? How do limited liability companies raise capital? By selling what? What do they sell? Starts with S.
Shares.
Right. So people who own shares are called. Is right there any answers? People who own shares,
Shareholders.
shareholders, right? As they call the owners of limited liability companies, shareholders. So they are the ones who benefit from limited liability status. So the answer for 13 is B. Number 14, the condensed version of the business plan is contained in the
Marketing plan.
nope. The marketing plan contains the marketing plan.
Sir, D.
D, the executive summary. The executive summary has a summary of the entire business plan. Right? The marketing plan will have everything to do with marketing. Feasibility plan is to check to see if the starting the business makes sense or not. Number 15, JB Auto Company decides to export car engines from Barbados to Trinidad. Which of the following methods is best for transporting these engines? A, B, C, or D? Which one? B. So the answer is B by C, as in SEA. Not that the answer is C, but the answer is C. You know what I mean? The letter B, SEA, right? Definitely not road. Number 16, cash used to secure a loan at a bank is referred to as, we just had a whole session on this just now. What do we call it?
Collateral.
Collateral. Number 17, a purchase order is a
Sir, A.
close. D.
D.
Correct. A document offering to buy goods. Number 18, a contract may be discharged by which one of those could discharge a contract?
Breach.
Breach of contract. One party fails to complete their part of the bargain. Contract is now discharged. Number 19, Kiki. Kiki sustained burns while at work at a local fast food restaurant. Under which of the following insurance policies is she most likely to be compensated? A, B, C, or D?
So D.
Correct. Employer's liability. Which you not answering people want answers on still in second term form 4. Number 20. The monthly payments made to an insurance company by its policyholders are known as, what do you call it when you pay any insurance payments? What's the answers? A, B, C, or D?
Premiums.
Premiums. Number 21. The term human resources refers to materials and goods made by human beings, capital invested by shareholders in company, raw materials used in the manufacture of goods, or persons available for the productive and professional services.
So D.
D, correct. Number 22 already. Which of the following types of capital is used for the day-to-day operations of a business?
Working.
Working capital, correct. Number 23. To which of the following industries does the firm, involved in food processing belong? Food processing.
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing. Right? Because they make any food, right? They're processing it. Number 23 is D. Number 24. What impact? I hope you're right. Anyway, I'm going to send you all the recording. What impact would the introduction of mechanization in the production process have on society? So instead of having workers making stuff, we mechanize it. So we have robots and technology doing a lot of the stuff that workers were doing before.
A.
What would happen?
Reduction in
So
workforce.
A.
A, right?
A.
All right. So reduce the workforce. Number 25. Which of the following conditions would constitute a linkage between two industries? Two firms manufacture similar goods. One firm shares the use of machinery with another firm. Two firms are responsible for manufacture of different kinds of goods, or the output of one industry of the economy becomes the input of another industry.
So D.
A.
D. D as in dog. So if you sell mangoes, so your thing is you grow mangoes, pick them, and sell them. So mango is your output. The output is the product or service, right? The input is what you're using to make the product or service. So your output is mangoes. You selling mangoes. And my output is selling mango chow. So I use your output, which is your mangoes, as my input because I'm using those mangoes to make mango chow. That's a linkage. Right? You all understand?
Yes, sir.
Alright. That being said, you all want to bring mango chow for me? I will never say no.
No.
Way, haters, yes? Number 26. Which of the following businesses may best be classified as a cottage industry? GMN Superstore located in a rural area. People's
So C.
Didn't even let me finish. Correct. C. Because cottage industries are home-based companies, right? They use local products and services. They labor force is usually they sell for maybe friends and family. Number 27.
Excellent, sir.
Yeah.
So we didn't get a question already.
That was not in this paper, but the Exeter repeat question. So if you look in
No,
20,
so I talking about the exact same question.
yes, that what I say when I say S6, there's repeat questions. They repeat the exact question, word for word, multiple times in different papers. That's why I always encourage students to do a lot of paper ones, because you'll get accustomed to seeing the questions. If you do enough paper ones, chances are you'll go and do an exam, and every question that come, you may have done it already. All right. That's why I practice a lot of paper ones. Number 27. In the Caribbean, many people are hired for sugarcane farming and very little equipment is used. This industry can be best described as labor.
A.
A, correct. Right? So if there's many workers and very little capital or very little machinery, it's labor intensive. If there's very little workers and a lot of capital or a lot of machinery, then it's capital intensive. Number 28. Which of the following terms describes a market consisting of a large number of producers and consumers? A, B, C, or D? All right, you may not know this one. The answer is C.
Monopoly.
No, a monopoly has one seller and many buyers. All right. A oligopoly has a few sellers but many buyers. Imperfect market has a small number of buyers and sellers, and the perfect market has many buyers and many sellers. Number 29, the term loss leader is best described as a product which you think a loss leader has no real market value. The
A.
A, no, not A.
It's a D.
D, correct. So cheaply to attract customers. So when you see extra foods have plenty for 20, they're selling some stuff cheaply. So even though they might make a loss or a very small profit on those items, when you go there and you buy those cheap items, you're also going to make groceries. You're also going to buy the other items that they make a profit on. You understand? So they just sell those cheap to make it come to their grocery. You'll buy those cheap ones, but then you'll buy the ones that they make profits on as well, and they make money. So you can think of it as a way for them to advertise and get you to come to their organization. Number 30, market equilibrium exists when buyers pay reasonable prices for goods, sellers are satisfied with prices paid for their goods. At current prices, the amount buyers wish to buy equals the amount sellers want to sell.
Is C.
Correct. C. All right, that's what equilibrium is, right? At that particular price, the amount people want to sell is the same as the amount people want to buy. Number 31, a situation whereby a business gains editorial space without having to pay for it is called
A.
A, publicity. So when Corpus Christi College won the National Secondary School Competition 2022, and it was all over the papers and stuff, they didn't have to pay for that, and that was called publicity. Just a second, correct. View. Number 32. In a Caribbean territory, there is only one supplier that provides electricity to all homes, businesses, and communities. What market structure does this best illustrate? You just said it.
Monopoly.
Monopoly. Correct. You know what an oligopoly is? You know what perfect competition is? Duopoly. What does duo mean? Ever say we have a duo? How much people we look at? Two, right? So a duopoly has two firms selling. B-Mobile and Digicel. Number 33. Which of the following gives identity to a specific producer's goods? Look at all the answers before giving your answer. Gives identity.
Brand.
Brand. Correct. Label gives you information on the product and service. The brand gives it identity. Number 34. Which of the following operations is an example of sales promotion? ABC.
B.
Which one?
B.
B. Correct.
B.
Correct. So if you were to say, for example, give me free sampling of mango chow, that would be a sales promotion. Still pray. One day somebody will bring mango chow for me. But keep asking. It will happen one day. Number 35.
So good luck with that.
Wow. Where's your haters, boy? Jeez, boy. Mr.
So
Jones.
you keep using mango as an example, we would obviously have the same reaction.
So you can just give me a chow once, and I'll change it to something else after.
So when mango in season.
All right, I'm holding it to that. Number 35, Mr. Jones has several bills of fixed amounts to pay each month. Mr. Jones made an arrangement with his bank to make these monthly payments from his account. This service provided by the bank is referred to as
C.
correct, a standing order. Order to the bank to pay money from your account to our next account periodically. So instead of me going to Digicel every month, I tell Republic Bank, here's the scene. Take money from my account, $350, send it to the Digicel account on this day every month. And tell them it's for my phone bill. Number 36. Tom invests his savings by buying shares in a company. From this investment, Tom expects to receive, when you own shares, you get paid something every year once the company does good, and depending on the type of shares you have. This is called what?
I guess an above is D.
You're guessing skills on top.
D.
It's called dividends. All right, so you get paid in something called dividends. Good job. Number 37. This question has come fairly often, I would say. Investments can be defined as
Is C.
C. You sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
Yay.
Number 38. Which of the following services is provided by commercial banks? So in Trinidad, Republic Bank is a commercial bank. First Citizens Bank is a commercial bank. Scotia Bank is a commercial bank. What service do all those banks provide?
So D.
D. Correct. Accepting deposits from customers. Number 39. Which of the following functions, one of the major functions of a central bank is to do what?
Issue notes and coins.
You notes and coins. Fun fact, our notes and coins aren't printed here. I believe they printed in the UK. Either UK or Switzerland or both, I'm not sure. But they're not printed here. We outsource it. Number 40, a stock market is identified with costs and prices, risks and benefits, rent and investment, or premium and reward.
B.
B, risks and
B.
benefits. Because when you buy stock, there's a chance that the stock could increase in value or decrease in value. So you're taking a risk, but there's a chance that you could have a benefit, right? If it increases in value after you buy it, you get through. Number 41, governments can influence business activities or business activity positively by reducing
So A.
A, taxes. If they reduce grants, that means they gain less benefit. If they reduce subsidies, meaning they pay in less of the stuff for you, that means you had to pay more. If they reduce expenditure, that means they're spending less money on us. So we want them to reduce taxes. Number 42, a price control may be defined as a
D.
what?
D.
Dog?
Yeah.
Correct. All right, so it could have a price ceiling and a price floor, meaning the price floor will be you can't reduce your price lower than this. The price ceiling, it can't raise your price higher than that. So let's say there's a company with a monopoly on a certain product or service that a lot of citizens deem as a necessity. To stop that company from taking advantage of citizens, they could set a price ceiling. See in here where you cannot raise your price higher than this amount. Number 43, the success of a government's economic policies can be most effectively measured by, if it's an econ student, say this would be easy.
B.
E. All right, so you use the standard of living as a measurement to see how effective government's economic policies are, right? Number 44, which of the following forms of taxation can be classified as direct? So direct taxation is coming directly from you. Indirect taxation passes through a third party. So if I'm paying value-added tax,
So A.
correct. So if I pay value-added tax, I am buying the good and I'm paying the tax to the store owner. And then the store owner pays it to the government for me. But when I get paid my salary, that tax comes out of my salary and goes directly to the government one time. Number 45. Which of the following is a function of a chamber of commerce? So what does commerce mean? Anybody knows what commerce means? What does e-commerce mean?
Online banking.
No, not online banking, the buying and selling of goods online, right? That's what e-commerce means, right? Electronic commerce, the buying and selling of goods online. Take out the E now. What would it mean?
Buying and selling of goods.
Right. So which one of these have something to do with the buying and selling of goods?
So I'm gonna guess C.
And you would guess correct. See, sometimes all they know stuff and all they don't even know all they know stuff.
So I will take offense to the fact that you don't remember I am in your econ class and it
No,
hurts.
I
So,
meant Form 5 econ. I meant Form.
well, so you should have clarified.
My apologies.
And that for us?
I meant
It
Form.
is.
Number 46. Which of the following statements best explains a proportional tax? Take a guess if you never did it before. Proportion. Proportional.
So I'm gonna guess A.
E. The rate of tax increases as income increases. Anybody else have a? Anybody else wanna try? The answer is B. The same rate of tax is paid at all income levels. So you make $7 a month, you're paying 10% tax. I make $5 million a month, I pay in 10% tax. Somebody else make $3,000 a month, they pay in 10% tax. That's what proportional tax means, right? Number, skip out something? No, number 47. Which of the following measures are used by governments to redistribute income? So, for them to redistribute income, they have to take money from your income and then send it back out, right? So which one of these measures can they use to take money from your income directly? A, B, C, or D?
C.
So
C.
C.
Right, pay as you earn and national insurance. See, not so bad. Number 48. A country has a favorable balance of trade when it sells more than it buys more than it sells, imported goods are cheaper, there are no restrictions to trade.
A.
So A.
You want to sell more than is buy. Number 49, and what are we almost finished already? Which of the following practices would not contribute to the economic development and growth of a country? Would not contribute. A. Provision of loans and technical assistance for establishing local businesses. B. Provision of more infrastructure within the country. C. Increased use of the country's natural resources. Or D. Increased importation of consumer goods.
So
Think
D.
it's C.
It's actually D. Right? D. Increased importation of consumer goods. If you are importing goods, that means you spending money in somebody else's country. You understand? You want the money circulating in your country. That's why they always saying support local. Number 50. Education contributes to a country's economic growth by ensuring that the workforce is highly mobile, efficient, classified, or structured.
So I wanna guess D.
B, efficient.
It is B.
You are correct. I did this on fire today, bro. Now, this was a real mashup paper 1 for 6, yeah? By the time we done do paper ones. All right, which of the following types of restrictions limits the quantity of goods that citizens of a country are allowed to buy from overseas? A, B, C, or D?
I think it's D.
D, right?
D.
Correct. Number 52. Export licenses are issued mainly to A, encourage local businesses to produce more goods for export. B, indicate the importing country the price of which the goods are to be sold. C, indicate to the importing country the goods are of a high standard, or D, enable the government to control the flow of goods being exported.
D.
Which one?
D.
D, right?
So I think it's A.
A? It's actually D. That's why we have licenses, right? Even for driver's license. We don't want everybody driving. We want to control who drives on the road. We want to make sure the people who driving on the road are of a certain standard of driving. Same thing with exporting. We want to make sure the goods being exported and the amount of goods being exported and how they are being exported are being done in a certain way. All right. Number 53. Now, just to go back to 52, if we wanted to encourage local businesses to produce more goods for export, we could give like tax breaks, for example, for those who export goods. That would encourage them to produce more goods. Number 53, the buying and selling of goods and services among countries is called balance of trade, international trade, balance of payments, international marketing.
So
International.
D.
It's B, international trade. All right? What is selling with other countries, international trade. Number 54, which of the following is not a benefit of international trade? A, producers are able to increase their market size. B, political links are developed within other countries. Remember, it's not a benefiter. C, import restrictions can be imposed on foreign items. Or D, a greater variety of goods is obtained from overseas.
So C.
C, correct. I see that you all are doing well. See what I did there? Number 55. The term economic dualism defines an economy in which one sector is highly developed on local capital, highly developed on foreign capital, overpopulated while the other is underpopulated, technologically advanced, while the other is technologically retarded.
Let me guess. I don't know if it's right, but it's D.
D, what do you say?
D.
B, you say?
I said D. D for
Dog, right?
dog.
All right, what do you say you think? Anybody? Agrees or disagrees?
So I agree.
Correct. The answer is indeed D. Number 56. The purpose of CARICOM is A, allow members to collaborate. B, encourage the transfer of technology within the region. C, foster interregional trade and common services. Or D, allow for the unrestricted movement of persons among territories.
So I'm gonna guess C.
See? So you see, right?
Yeah.
A.
I really
It's A.
question because all four the purpose of CARICOM, right? However, A embodies B, C, and D. They allow member states to collaborate by encouraging the transfer of technology. They allow member states to collaborate by fostering interregional trade. They allow member states to collaborate by allowing unrestricted movement of persons. So the answer is actually A. But I do like this question. I can see how students get it wrong when technically they're not wrong. Number 57, Which of the following terms defines a continuous rise in the general level of prices?
So A.
Inflation. Very good.
Yeah, inflation.
You almost finished. 58. In periods of inflation, the ability to raise additional capital for expansion is most likely to be a problem for who? Who would have
So
it?
traders.
Sole traders, the smallest company. Number 59. Which of the following is not a benefit of industrialization? A reduction in the level of imports. Remember, it's not a benefit. An increase in the level of exports. C. An increase in the unemployment rate. D. A decrease in the unemployment rate.
Is it C?
C, right? An increase in unemployment is not a good thing. Even if you don't know what industrialization is, you know that C is not a good thing, right? Industrialization is when a country, starts to get more developed. So what would happen in theory before, like in the Caribbean, an international company, would come to our country. They would develop this new industry, build it up, train our people to run the industry, and then they would leave. And in theory, that's what would happen. So we would gain a whole new industry. We would gain some knowledge. We would create jobs. We do a lot of good things. That is what's supposed to happen in theory. In actuality, some of the companies just never left. So they still run by international people. Number 60. Which of the following organizations would settle the dispute among banana producing countries of the Caribbean and Central America over preferential agreement within the European Union? So we're looking at a dispute in the Caribbean and Europe. Who would handle that? The
The
World,
World Trade
So
Organization.
A.
the World Trade Organization. And very good. We now finish our paper one. How do you find it was? Hard, easy,
So it was kind of easy.
kind of easy, right? And it'll become even easier as you complete more of the syllabus and as you practice more paper ones. All right, but not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm going to